There's no way to sugarcoat the fact that right now is one of the most important times in crypto history. We're having breakouts on Ethereum, major altcoins, and of course, what I'm going to be talking about on this video, HBAR, one of my longest standing cryptocurrency positions and the one that I have often covered amongst the two channels that I own. I wanted to do it on this second channel because I wanted to go over a bit of a personal take as to what I'm going to be doing with not only my HBAR, but kind of what I would tell myself, given all the experience I have in HBAR, what's going to be coming in the future, things that I should be looking at. Should I be freaking out? Is it finally time to take profit? That kind of stuff is what I wanted to cover in this video. So let's get into it. And at the end of the day, I don't have some kind of magical crystal ball. I don't know whether or not this crypto is going to go up or down. All I do know is that basic fundamentals are best. And the way I want to start this off, very simply put, is just going over where HBAR is. It's number 15 in the world at the moment. It's down 2% on the day. It's at 27 cents. It's up 14% on the week. This is the current state of affairs for HBAR. The way I see it, the HBAR DeFi scene, it's growing. There's no doubt about it. I've actually, for the first time in pretty much forever, have been able to work alongside some of these HBAR projects. This wasn't a thing last year. And the reason for that, this is something I've never talked about on my other channel, so you're getting the alpha first here, is that in my humble opinion, it seems like regulation has finally made it so projects can build on HBAR. I mean, that's been a problem for I don't even know how long. If you've been on HBAR, if you're an OG on HBAR, you'll know that the DeFi scene very much has never been quote unquote popping. I mean, they had a bit of an NFT run at some point. There were these little apes in the Dead Pixels Club, but it never really took off. And that's because I think regulation was a big hurdle for HBAR. They were trying to play it very safe. And the good thing with playing it safe is that when your moment finally comes to strike, you're able to take best advantage of the situation. And that's exactly what's happening right now with HBAR. People see this, and I hate to be that guy, as a clear beta to XRP. XRP has been running. It's been doing very well. And, I think both these techs have their advantages, their disadvantages. But overall, the way people have been seeing it is that the US DeFi run, it's going to come from XRP. It's going to come from HBAR, XLM. That's why you're seeing these cryptos go up. My opinion is stuff like XLM should not be valued over HBAR, given what hash graph technology can enable stablecoins to do. If XLM's goal is stablecoins, I think HBAR just does it better, but that's personal opinion and the markets don't care about that. They don't care about the technology. They just care about the narrative. And the narrative right now is that HBAR, it's a US DeFi crypto coin. It's got big RWA potential, so the crypto coin can go up. I mean, that's what people are thinking at the moment. And I see a lot of retail. I could go all day about the fact that the price of HBAR, if you compare right now to the market cap, it's hitting all-time high after all-time high. People don't see this. And this is going to be a huge sleeper. It's going to be a huge awakening for a lot of people when people realize that the all-time high price for HBAR does not matter. It's not even a factor at this point, because when HBAR hit this all-time high over here in 2021, the market cap was only $6 billion. The market cap right now at a 27-cent HBAR is $11 billion. That means there's a lot more coins out there, a lot more coins in circulation. So from my perspective, if I'm thinking about when I'm going to be taking profit on this HBAR, when I'm getting the heck out of here, I'm not using this old all-time high as a basis point for when I'm exiting my HBAR position, because it doesn't matter. The situation in which HBAR was in back in 2021 has almost no correlation to what's happening here in 2025. So when I'm looking to take profit on my HBAR, I have to think a lot more forward thinking. Where is XRP going to go? Where is Bitcoin going to go? Where are these majors going to go? Because at the end of the day, this liquidity needs to go down. It needs to go down this list. People make money on their Bitcoin, then they go to Ethereum, then they go to XRP. We're even seeing it with ETH right now. People made a ton of money on Bitcoin. Institutions are stacking Ethereum. Where do you think they're going to go next? They're going to go to XRP, XLM, HBAR, the crypto coins that I'm talking about. And this thesis for me has been hyper profitable. I've said on my other channel time and time again that buying on these dips on these extreme fear levels are absolutely no-brainer if you believe in the long-term potential for crypto. And right now, as it stands, there's just so much liquidity in Web 2, in these traditional sectors that can be tapped into the crypto industry. And so when the tap starts running, there's just so much liquidity, and a lot of the rationale as to why people get into crypto, it just completely goes out the window. People just don't do rationale. They just ape a bunch of money in because they want to make more money. And I understand that. It makes a lot of sense. But from a personal perspective, I have to think, is this actually going to be around? And the way I see it is, if I cover HBAR 3 years from now, is this a crypto that's going to be around? And the way I see it, yeah, because it was able to go ahead and surpass it. A lot of these cryptocurrencies haven't been able to do that. I mean, I can go, I don't know, let's say Polkadot's an example of this. If I go to the all-time chart, the market cap, it is nowhere near it. The all-time high back in 2021 was $50 billion. Now it's $7 billion. I'm going to go just click on a random crypto here. Well, Pump Fund just launched, and even that one's down a bit. If I go to another one, I don't know, Celestia, KuCoin token or something like that. I mean, that one did a bit better, so good for KuCoin token. But even that one is pretty much just touching right now the old all-time high market cap. And what was this, 2018? And in 2022, it went to $2 billion. So we can see clearly here, a lot of these cryptos are still not yet touching their all-time highs in terms of market cap, but HBAR totally blew that out of the water. Totally blew it out of the water. And that means this crypto can go a lot higher. I mean, the potential for this thing is astronomical. And that's why, if you're someone that watches these videos and you see, why are these people, putting on all these bullish videos over and over, day in and day out, even though these cryptos are going up, down, sideways, it's because if I keep talking about this in a bullish manner, I know that over a long enough time frame, I'm going to be right. So eventually, given my thesis, right, I know I'm going to be right. And I know that this is going to go to $1. In my personal perspective, I'm happy with the risk to reward. If this crypto goes down 50% or something like that, it's going to be at what, like 13 cents or something like that. That's attractive enough for me. 13.5 cents is fine. I mean, I'm okay with taking that risk. That's something that is unlikely to happen. I mean, even at these lows all the way down here, it pretty much touched it and bounced right back up. So where it was before is just a total floor. It's a great floor to compare in today's day and age. The risk reward of HBAR going to $1 versus it going down to 13 cents is something I'm willing to take. And that's what you're doing in crypto. You're essentially gambling. I mean, you're gambling on the mind share. You're gambling on retail narratives, institutions buying up, ETFs. We know about the fact that HBAR has that 90% chance for the ETFs. The way I think about it, though, it's the gamble on the risk to reward. There's no guarantee that it's going to do well. If I'm trying to take profit on this crypto coin and I am doing a 50-50 risk to reward, you're doing it wrong. Altcoins are not something you do a 50-50 risk to reward. If this 2X's, you're not going to be taking your entire investment out, because, I mean, that's ridiculous. It's crazy. If an altcoin could go down 80% on momentum and it can go up 300x on momentum, why in the world are you taking profit on a 2x? It's ridiculous. And at that point, go on Bitcoin, because, I mean, you might get that 2x this cycle. That's very realistic. A $200,000 Bitcoin is realistic. So if you're going for 2x's, go for Bitcoin. If you're trying to take some risk, you go on stuff like HBAR. And that's been my play. It's been the institutional crypto. If I'm big on institutions tapping into crypto, which has been the big narrative and why HBAR's performed so well, then I'm going to grab more HBAR. And so that's where my head's at. I have that utter delusion, which I think you have to have some level of delusion if you're in crypto, that this crypto, given its prior performance, is going to continue up. And my risk reward is that this might go back down to my entry, which was like 4 to 5 cents on my first accumulation, somewhere around that 15 to 17 cents on my second accumulation range. That's perfectly fine for me. I'm happy to take that risk, but I'm not going to sell at 27 cents or 40 or 50 cents. My risk reward means I need to get multiples on that. If I'm going to risk 50% drawdown, then I want to have at least 4, 5, 6x on my gamble there, because that means that I'm going to be profitable over the long term if I keep taking those kind of trades and they keep working out for me. If something goes down 50%, which it does more often than not, I want to make sure that when I do take profit and when I do have a winner, I let it really marinate. I let that winner do what it needs to do, and I don't fully sell out. Wendy, it's another crypto YouTuber. She's wonderful. I listen to her videos all the time. She does this thing where she leaves moon bags. And I think if you're new to crypto, moon bags are excellent. They pretty much mean that when you make a bunch of money on a crypto, you leave some money into the crypto just in case it goes up. If it doesn't go down, that's okay. You lost some money, but you didn't really lose it because it's all fake internet money until you realize it and you put it in your bank account and you're actually using it for something. So that's kind of where my head is at when it comes to stuff like HBAR. It's a bit boring. It's not the most fun thing in the world to hear, but it is what you need to hear if you're in crypto at the moment. So as always, thank you for watching. Subscribe, stay classy, and that's all.